Hiya, I'm Jasper, and welcome to your video review for Magic Mike Extra Extra Large. Magic Mike 2. So, as always, I'm going to give it good, the bad, and the furry. To start with furry, there is a singular mention of a dog. Moving on to the good and the bad. So, this is a movie. It's a sequel to Magic Mike, linked to my review in the description down below, starring Channing Tatum and Alcide, as well as you got Jada Pinkett Smith in this one, as well as sadly Amber Heard, but it's pre-timed episode, whatever. And a lot of the, his other friends from his stripper days are returning, except for the dude from Beastly and Matthew McConaughey. Both, I'm just gonna spoil this right now, don't make an appearance. So they don't make an appearance, don't get your hopes up. But this is set a couple of years after Magic Mike 1, so spoilers for Magic Mike 1. At the end of it, he got together with the girl, and he got to start on his dream. I will say, and I probably should have mentioned in my Magic Mike review, that I felt like they kind of ended a little abruptly. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more, but I guess that it would have just kind of been the epilogue for that one. It would have just been like, yeah, okay, so, and now he's doing his furniture thing. But this is sort of the epilogue that I wanted. They just kind of cut it like, yeah, he went out on that and decided to quit. End. So with this, we get an update on what he's been doing. So his furniture business, I wouldn't say struggling so much as he's struggling with the business, because it's just the realities of being a 1 to 2 person business involving furniture. It's a lot of work. And so he's, it's getting rough on him, and he's just dealing with some things, and then he gets a call from his old buddies saying that Matthew McConaughey's character died, and so he goes, and turns out they were just fucking with him, and they're just in town, and so they're doing this road trip from Miami, where they, left for the first one. He's in Tampa, so they're doing this road trip from Miami up to somewhere Georgia, I think. It's near Savannah-ish. I don't, wherever. A stripper convention. So they're doing this road trip up there, and they were in town, so they wanted him to stop by and say hi. So he said hi, and then we get some of him, and you can tell that he remembers some of his stripping days, and he's like, you know what, that'd be fun. So he decides to hop on board and go on them with the road trip. And what I like about this movie is that it doesn't completely destroy everything from the first one. His whole first one was about he wants to do more than stripping. And so in this one, it's like, hey, I have a business. I am succeeding. I have a taxable, probably has a really good credit score now. He's about to open a retail space, so he is making it. It's hard, but he's doing it, and he's making it. But he's on vacation. He wants to go on vacation, have a good, fun weekend with his buddies from his old dancing crew from back in the day, and so he goes. And we get the fun of this crew, and we actually get a whole lot more of their personalities in this one. We get some backstories on them, and the other one, it was about Magic Mike and his struggles, and the new guy and Matthew McConaughey, and that was it. And in this one, it's like, hey, this is about him and his crew. This is about them doing this last hurrah on this road trip to male entertain at a stripper convention, and they have fun with it. And I think that is one of the key things that is why I like this movie better than the first one, is that the first one is a drama about him trying to get his life together and the struggle. And don't get me wrong, I love those type of movies. I love all the people in that, love the storyline, yada yada. But this one is more fun because there's not life or death consequences. There's not, I'm going to be in the poorhouse or lose my job, or, drug dealers are going to murder my friend's brothers, or my sister, or my friend's sister who I like, or whatever. There's none of that. It's just, hey, they are out to have a good time. It's a road trip movie, basically, with male stripping included. Also, side note, when you get to that part, and you'll know what part, and you're like, is that the dude from Good Morning? Is that Michael Strahan? Yeah, it is. I was like, that can't, is that really that? And then the credits rolled later, and I was like, oh shit, that was him. I thought it was him, but I just wasn't expecting it. So, just enjoy that. And when you think it is, it is. So, anywho, I loved the new characters that they introduced. I love the storyline reasons for why those other two characters weren't there, and just basically the whole reason for this going on was just a lot of fun. And a couple of times I was like, well, how did they end up there? Or more so, like, why did they think that going there would help them continue their road trip? But not enough to really care, because I'm like, I like that they ended up here to have the thing that happened in here happen in here, regardless of whether or not it would be realistic for like going there to continue their road trip, because it's a road trip movie. It's about the trip, not about the destination. But don't get me wrong, when we get to the climax of the movie, they do a really good job. They absolutely knock it out of the park. I'm not going to spoil anything for what that climax is, but it is absolutely fantastic. And I would say that every character gets to shine in their own way, and that, again, is one of the things that I really like about this, is that it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a fun movie, and we get to find out a whole lot more about his crew, and it's just, I mean, it's a, dare I say, feel-good movie? I mean, you're probably going to be feeling good in other ways, depending on what you like, but, you know, everybody's still fit as a fiddle in this. But it's a feel-good movie because it is just about, road trip. I'm not saying it's devoid of, like, feelings, because there are feelings out there, but it's done in such a way that you're at the end of it and throughout, like, you have this good feeling of like, yeah, this is a fun time. And that is what I think is what really makes this movie so much better than the first one, as much as I do like the first one. So let me know which movie you liked more in the comments down below. But that's really all I have for this one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you at the next one. Bye.